Sex and Violence with Rebel Girl is presented by UFC Fight Pass. See the best that UFC Fight Pass has to offer on the Fight Pass 24/7 stream, offering a constant channel of historic fight action all day, all night. Tune in, sit back, and enjoy a network created by fans for fans. Step into our world. UFCFightPass.com.
Sex and violence. Sex and violence. Sex and violence. Sex and violence.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sex and Violence with Rebel Girl, presented by UFC Fight Pass, the show that interviews top-level MMA fighters and other experts in their fields about love, dating, romance, and that all-too-taboo subject, sex. I'm your host, Ashley Rebel Girl Evan Smith. Now let's talk about sex and violence.
What's happening, hot stuff?
What's up, my naughty listeners? We are back in the studio after taking a 2-week hiatus. I just needed a motherfucking break. I really did. If you're a long-term listener, you know that I returned home from Colombia a month and a half ago. I don't know how long. All the days blur into one now. But I'm finally pain-free, and it's the best fucking feeling. And now the only issue is I'm trying to slowly ramp up my training and not overtrain or re-injure myself or burn out. And in doing so, I just realized I'm doing a lot of extra stuff that isn't absolutely a necessity right now. And even though I love this podcast so fucking much, and I love connecting with you guys, and I love connecting with the guests, and I love spotlighting my coworkers, and, I feel like I'm making a little bit of a difference. I sure hope I am. I hope that some of you guys listening to this look forward to it every week, because I look forward to producing it and putting it out there and coming into the studio every week. But recently, it's become a little bit of extra stress for me. So I just decided to pull back. So you'll be getting 1 to 4, episodes a month. I'm not going to make any promises. It could be 2, could be 3. I don't know. So I'll be a little inconsistent until I fight this summer, but I'm not stopping the show. So I just want to start off by saying that because I truly appreciate you guys. And I do know, since I've been doing this podcast for a few years, that if you miss a week, download, subscribers, listenings go down. And, that's a bummer, but what are you going to do? I got to put my training first right now. And I think anybody who's...
I can follow you while you're rolling around.
Yeah, Zole will just come to my gym and...
Boom, Mike.
Yeah, Zole will just come into the gym and get some content for you guys. But I think...
Talk.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are MMA fans and combat sports fans. You understand.
Absolutely.
Your girl's 35, coming back from an injury, like, it's fucking now or never. It's make or break. And I'm not taking that in a stressful way. I'm just trying to be extremely smart in my old age. Not old in life, but old in MMA. So, but things are going good. I really can't complain. I'm a little extra goddamn sore because that was the most time that I had ever taken off. But... I just really, maybe it was after that last podcast with Mindset Mike, but I've really been focusing on my gratitude and just waking up every day and trying to see the silver lining. Yeah, you can wake up sore and you can wake up thinking about all the negative stuff, but I've just really been focusing my mindset on what I have to be grateful for, what the positive things are in my life. And really, I have so much to be grateful for, so many opportunities in front of me that all the other little negative shit doesn't even matter to me right now. So anyway, I'm a happy girl. I'm back to training. And I will keep you guys updated. I know someone told me that there was some talk on the forums recently about me getting back in the cage, which I'm like, all right, you guys still remember who the fuck I am. That's great. And okay, so here's a couple things I want to tell you before we get to this week's guest. This guy is a legend and it's going to be a great episode, but some kind of housekeeping stuff. It's been 2 weeks, so let's catch up. Last time we spoke, I believe I was about to go do UNF, that's Up Next Fighting 6, and that was a very special event, not only because it was 80s night and I got to dress up like Joan Jett, the queen of rock and roll, but it was another collaboration event with Stop Bad Meds, which is a PSA to raise awareness about the fact that today's drug scene, I know that sounds crazy, but it's just scary, like in the 70s, people were doing cocaine and it was like, yeah, cocaine. And, then people start lacing stuff. And now, fast forward, it's even worse. It's, the drug fentanyl seems to be in everything, and it's affecting, if it hasn't affected you directly, it's probably affected somebody 6 degrees of separation wise. My partner, he recently, this weekend, we're going to a funeral because one of his longtime friends passed away from, a fentanyl overdose. It was in something, and it's just the saddest thing. And this guy was in his early 30s, 2 young kids, a wife, just got a promotion, and he's gone now. And it's just so, so sad. And, I didn't know him, but, like sooner or later, like we're all connected with somebody who's affected by this drug situation. And Stop Bad Meds, such a good organization. And I'm so grateful to work for a fight organization like Up Next Fighting that collabs with those types of PSAs and organizations, and it just feels really good. So if you actually want to know what that's about, go to safe.pharmacy, and all you got to do is type in your prescription and get it verified. You could literally be saving your life or someone else's. This goes cancer medications online, anything. Obviously there's a million diseases, there's a million medications, but just be careful, guys. The irony of your girl who got suspended, talking about being careful with supplements and whatnot. I know, I get it. But take it for someone, it's just like learn your lesson from somebody else or from, a story that you've heard, unfortunately. Don't let it be a personal situation that happens to you. Okay, that's a little bit of a downer. Let's bring the mood back up. Some good news. Man, I have never been so proud of a partner in my life. You guys all know I'm mushy. I'm in fucking love. I've been dating my partner for, I think it's like 3.5 years now. And in that time, he is a 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Eddie Bravo and Casey Halstead, and he's been trying to open his own gym. It is open. 10th Planet Whittier is now open, guys. If you are looking to train and you're in the OC area or LA area and you want to get in some jiu-jitsu, some wrestling, and even judo, they have it at 10th Planet Whittier. That's where my home base is now. I'm really excited to work with the new judo coach. His name is David. Forgive me, all you Armenian people, because I'm going to butcher his last name right now, but Zole, help me out here. David, right there. Armenian names. They was in. Say it again. Ara K. Yan.
David. Ara.
Kaya, yeah.
Ara Kelayan.
Yeah. Ara, no, not gonna work here anymore. Just kidding. I met him, and judo classes start this weekend, this Saturday. I won't be attending this one because of what I previously told you guys about the engagement that I have. But the following Saturday, so excited to add judo into, the training regimen. Already do jiu-jitsu and wrestling and striking and whatnot. So I did judo when I was in college, and they had a summer program over at Stanford. Fell in love with it, but was already going to college for wrestling. And if I could do anything over again, I probably would do more judo in my career. But it's never too late. So I'm really excited to do that. If you guys want to check out the schedule, know the pricing, the location, it's all at join10pwhittier.com. All that stuff, all that information has already been in the show notes because I love my man, and I want to help his business grow as well as just the 10th Planet community as well. Since dating a 10th Planet black belt, you really get an inside look into how kind of like just strong they gangbang for each other. And I mean that in the best way. Like they have each other's backs, and it's a really strong community, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. Oh, and if you're a 10th Planet, if you're a blue belt or higher in the 10th Planet community, there's free Wednesday night competition classes with head coach Mike Wilson. Yeah, and that's it. I just want to tell you guys that, our schedule's changed a little bit, but for the better. Just know if I'm not talking to you, if you're not listening to me in your headphones, that means I'm in the gym somewhere sweating my booty off, trying to get ready for my comeback, my motherfucking comeback. I posted this thing the other day and it said, this comeback is personal. It's an apology to myself. And that one, just that meme, stupid memes, but that, sometimes you see one and you're like, this was made for me. And that one felt so on point. I just feel like, obviously, you long-term listeners know I'm very open about my sobriety. I am in July. I will be 4 years sober. Can't even fucking believe that. If I can do it, you can do it. That's all I got to say. But now it's like I'm looking at this comeback like I said, not like an apology, I guess, but more so of like, okay, we might have fucked off a lot in previous years, but better late than never. And now, maybe, a little bit of an apology for taking my opportunity lighter than I should have. And it just feels so exciting. I've never been so hopeful. I've never been feeling so positive. It's been many years since I felt like this, and I'm just happy, guys. And you can probably hear it in my voice. And if you know me in person, I'm probably looking a little disheveled just because I'm training so much. But in my heart, I really am just so happy. And I hope all you guys are doing well in your hobbies, in work, in life, and in love. And with no further ado, I just want to remind you lastly to please, if you can, and if it's your thing, if not, no worries, but I have an exclusive content site. It's like OnlyFans, but different. It's called Fan Time. Very cool site. And if you want to check out some sexy pictures, some videos, and connect with me one-on-one, that's the place to do it. It's www.ashleyrebelgirl.com. If you want to support the show, there's a website, sexviolencewithrebelgirl.com. That's where you can get all of our merchandise, see, listen to back episodes. I think you can get signed pictures now. I think I added that a while back. And if you want to email the show, that's sexandviolencepodcast@gmail.com. I love guest suggestions. I love questions, sponsorship requests, whatever it is, that's the email to do it. And please just like and review the show. I think you can give us some stars, write a review. And I haven't sent out some stickers in a long time, but if you want stickers, do the review, DM it to our Instagram handle, which is at Sex and Violence with Rebel Girl, all spelled out, and I will send you some free stickers. Okay, let's listen to one of our sponsors. Okay, guys, let me tell you about our newest sponsor of Sex and Violence podcast with Rebel Girl, EA Tax Resolutions. They are professionals that will help with tax issues and bookkeeping. Whether you're looking to settle your tax debt for less than you owe or have back taxes that you need to file, EA Tax Resolutions can help you out. Don't believe me? Check out their YouTube channel, EA Tax Resolutions, where they show exactly how they've helped clients in the past save thousands in taxes. Not only does EA Tax Resolutions help with tax issues, but with bookkeeping. Now, bookkeeping is commonly overlooked by small businesses, myself included, as not being the most important. However, this is very crucial come tax time. Instead of scrambling for receipts, all your information is organized and, most importantly, accurate. So, if you have a small business and you're looking for a bookkeeper, EA Tax Resolutions can help you out. And remember, if you want to learn more about EA tax resolutions, you can visit their YouTube channel, EA Tax Resolutions, or call them at their 800 number, 1-800-245-0596. Again, 1-800-245-0596, or visit them at their website, eataxresolutions.com. Today's guest is a Cuban, Australian, and American MMA fighter, bare-knuckle boxer, bodybuilder, and former Olympic judoka who competes in the light heavyweight division. He's competed in the middleweight and welterweight divisions as well in Ultimate Fighting Championship, Eagle FC, Pride, Deep, Bare Knuckle FC, Bellator, where he was the inaugural Bellator middleweight champion, as well as the inaugural BKFC cruiserweight champion, and has amassed an MMA record of 34-10 and a bare knuckle record of 3-1. He is a 4th degree black belt in judo and represented Cuba in the 2000 Sydney Olympics. We talk about fighting at 6 years old, cutting ties with BKFC, bare knuckle in the streets of Cuba, inventor with 17 patents, overcoming an abusive childhood, mom cut up ex-girlfriend's underwear, status, single forever, Miami plastic bodies, the gold digger long game, the Fidel Castro of girlfriends, deal breaker, smelly women, anti-handcuff foreplay, and much more. Here is your guest, Hector Lombard. We are here with Hector Lombard. Hector, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. I am a big fan of everything you've accomplished from your Olympic, judoka career. Obviously, you fought in a ton of different organizations in MMA, and now you're a bare knuckle boxer. I just want to get right into it. You're 45, and it doesn't look like you're slowing down at all. Like, what's the next few years look like for you? Are you going to continue fighting in bare knuckle? Like, you're just active as ever.
Like I said in the past, I wanted to be a martial artist, which is like, didn't want it to be just an MMA fighter. I wanted to do judo. I wanted to do BJJ. I competed in Abu Dhabi. I lost in the semifinal against what's the name of this guy? Sandro Ribeiro. He's like about 17 times world champion, and I felt like I beat him in the semifinal. But it was like a very weird decision, hometown decision. But competing BJJ, no gi and gi, competing MMA, bare knuckle, all of it.
So where do you want to go from here? I mean, you've had an extensive career. Are you thinking about calling it quits soon, or do you have plans for more bare knuckle fights? Do you want to keep doing, masters division and jiu-jitsu competitions? What's the future look like for Hector?
I think, and this is my take, right? You should retire when you can no longer move, or you don't have reflexes no more, or your body is tearing apart. As long as you feel healthy, and as long as you're strong and have the desire to do it, I don't think there's a reason why you should stop.
Yeah. There's no age limit. And
right?
Everybody's body is different. You can have
exactly
someone very, very young who has been wrestling and, doing hard things since they were 5 years old. They could be more beat up than someone who's 45 who took better care of their body, didn't have as many injuries. So you're right. Okay. So it sounds like you have hopes, you have goals to continue competitive actively. Do you want to
let me ask you a question. Is the rain sound you guys get to hear the rain?
No, I don't hear anything. We have really good microphones here, and I have my audio engineer who takes out background noise, so don't worry about that.
Okay, as long as it doesn't come, because I don't want to sound the sound of the rain.
No, you sound great.
Okay.
Coming in loud and clear. So you fought the last fight on record is about a year and a half, little less than a year and a half ago for BKFC. You were the former inaugural cruiserweight champion. Would you like to get back in there and get your belt back?
No, with BKFC though.
Okay. And why is that?
I feel like getting off the topic, I'm super happy. The UFC came back and smashed the whole competition. And it's funny because when Dana White says at the end, it's a new shift in the house. It's a new shift in the hood. Good on you, Dana. Because honestly, I create a movement for bare knuckle in Florida. We had a movement going on. And they took the fight from me. That's besides the amount of unfair stuff they did to me. The guy then didn't make weight. He never made weight. The guy.
This is Lorenzo Hunt.
They allow him to take the belt from me at the press conference, stuff like that, left and right, and destroying me or taking the fight away from me. They thought they was going to do me a damage, which is they did more damage to themselves. Now all that movement of BKFC is out. All that enthusiasm. Yeah. All that atmosphere I created. Yeah. From BKFC. It's dead. So now, not even if they spend $20 million, they're gonna get that back. It's over. But what I like the most is that UFC took over and smashed the competition. And I said it before. I said like 2 days before, this is gonna be the biggest event of UFC history. So I'm super happy about that.
All right. So would you consider doing bare knuckle for another organization? Did you really enjoy bare knuckle? Is it one of your favorite, you've competed, like you said, judo, jiu-jitsu, everything. Like where does bare knuckle fall? Is your heart in bare knuckle?
I used to love so much bare knuckle because, it comes, I always used to fight bare knuckle when I used to live in Cuba. And it's part of me. It's part of my past.
So you used to fight bare knuckle like in the street?
All the time. Yeah? I used to fight bare knuckle all the time since I was 6 years old. We used to get after school, let's go and fight, baby. And we used to fight bare knuckle all the time. Okay. So I felt like, okay, you know what? I gotta do this because it's part of me. Yeah. And it's funny how they did it to me. It's just unreal. And once again, I never lost that fight. They took that fight from me. I was saying that back in the days when I grew up in Cuba, we used to fight all the time, bare knuckle. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna bring back my memories. I'm gonna fight for what I love the most, which is BKFC, because I was always a BKFC fighter since I was a little kid. Mm-hmm. And I had a movement. It was a movement around here in the state of Florida. Everybody, every single person used to talk about bare knuckle. Now all that spirit is dead. Now you don't have that anymore in the state of Florida. It's dead. He killed. He doing that to me. He destroyed his own company. Put it this way: the week they didn't do advertisement, nothing. The week they are supposed to fight that clown, Lorenzo Hunt, they didn't do advertise nothing. They sold out a venue in 1 week.
Why they did?
You
You're saying
think they're gonna be able to do that ever again?
okay?
So
Let's pick it back up. Explain to me what you were saying about David Feldman, right? The owner of BKFC. He lost out by losing you on the roster, right?
for real, he wanted to the other guy to be his champion. It's something they're never gonna understand because it's not even a likable guy. Yeah, and he never done anything in the in any other combat sport.
Maybe it's
Whether
something
it was
internal.
MMA.
Maybe he's willing to get paid less. Maybe it's something like that.
I know, but the reality is very simple. And let me ask you that question because you're a businesswoman. If you have to choose between a person that brings you globally a ticket sales and brings you in the state of Florida a sold out venue every single time that you put that guy in the roster. Which one you rather have? A guy who take the fight for 30,000 or a guy who take the fight for 250,000?
250,000 because you're gonna make your money back. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's no brainer. It's not a brainer. You know what I mean? Like, I never understood that, but I'm pretty sure like is other reasons behind that.
So you've cut ties with BKFC completely. You will no longer fight for them.
Of course, don't do me wrong. And I don't care if I lose the fight. If I would have lost the fight, for real, I would be happy. I would still fighting for them. I would try to get a rematch or whatever. But I didn't lose that fight, period.
Yeah.
And the things that happen during that period.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, they didn't
it's
promote
just
the
unreal.
fight. Yeah. Just disrespect. Just disrespect.
So much disrespect across the board.
Yeah. All right. Well, you sounds like you still are going to be active. I can't wait to see who you fight for, what type of martial arts it is. But do you have some goals that you can share with us moving forward?
As so many people know, I'm an inventor before anything. I like to invent stuff, and I have a bunch of inventions that I wanted to put on the market.
Yeah, like patent.
And I have 17 patents.
Oh wow.
And I want to start putting all my products because they basically sitting there on the shelf. And I need to push these products that are great.
Yeah. And now you have the time. If you
actually talking about that, I want to get you sponsored, guys, by this company right here.
What is it?
You guys have any endorsements? Any company that sponsor you guys?
The podcast? No, we are always looking for endorsements. What is Built?
I'm gonna get you involved with these people here.
Are they a supplement company?
This is a energy drink. It has no caffeine or no artificial colors, no artificial flavors. It have like 0 fat, 0 trans fat, 0 cholesterol. I mean, I honestly, and not because I'm trying to sell this product, but this is the best drink I ever had.
And this is one of your inventions.
I'm
Is
not
it something you created?
No.
Oh no.
No, this is a friend of mine.
Okay.
And I don't gain any money out of this, but I would like you guys to be endorsed by this product because both of you guys are great. He is great, and you guys are great.
That's awesome. Yeah, let's talk offline
Yeah,
later.
I gotta set it up.
Okay. Well, actually, I have used one of your inventions, champ wraps, and they are
Yes.
pretty fucking awesome. I like those, and that's one of the 17. So you do have some good inventions, I know already. So.
It's funny. It's funny that you mentioned that because I was going to ask you like if you would like me to send you some of my products, but talking about the shatter up, I saw Pereira putting a sock under his wrap. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you putting a sock in there? You
Really?
just get my shatter wraps. Yeah, he was putting a sock.
Oh, that's
Pair of
funny.
socks underneath.
Yeah, you need champ wraps. Yeah.
Come on, get my champ wraps, baby.
That's awesome. All right, Hector. Well, I hope you get some of those patents and those inventions out, but let's talk a little bit personal. I know the Wikipedia stuff, the stuff that you read online, but I want to know a little bit more about your personal life and how you grew up a little bit. This podcast is about love and dating and romance and sex. So I'm going to talk to you about that stuff, but let's take it back a little bit.
Everybody loves sex.
Everybody loves sex. But let's take it back. Everything starts from when we're children, right? So if we have this awesome relationship with our parents and they teach us about sex and love, then you tend to have a better experience, right? And then if you don't, like myself, you learn the hard way. So I want to know, what was it like for you? Did you have someone tell you about the birds and the bees, sit you down, give you that talk? What was it like growing up?
I'm gonna keep it very simple.
Okay.
For you to get my point. I wouldn't wish to nobody the way that I grew up. It was the most horrible thing that anyone can experience. And I don't wish that to no kid, to nobody, period. Grew up, with a dad that hates you and then told you in your face that I hate you, motherfucker. You're a piece of shit, and he would belt the shit out of me every day. No reason at all. I would be sleeping, and next thing you know, the fucker would wake me up, with the bell or with a whatever, beating me up.
Just
So
masochistic, just abusive.
Yeah, for no reason at all. He's just it was a person that hated his life, and I was in his life, and so for that point, he just hated me too.
I'm sorry, that's horrible. What about your mother?
Yeah, my mother, she a very smart women, which is like she would do whatever my dad would tell her to do, and she just follow orders. So I didn't have any.
No help at all. Yeah, she's not.
No help at all.
Just a submissive woman to her husband.
And this is something that I try to explain to the audience up there. And I keep trying to say this, and a lot of people don't understand. Your family is not your blood. Sometimes you have a person that is related to you that hates you. Sometimes you have a person that is related to you, whether it's your mother, your brother, whatever it is, that they don't like you at all. Sometimes you have a friend or a person that you met on the way that he would do 10 times more things than your blood related.
Yes.
Related.
Yep.
It's like breakfast. This thing that is so-called family is like breakfast. Everybody thought like, having breakfast is the most healthy meal of the day. It's not.
Yeah, you're right.
Every time that you have breakfast, you're crushing your body, you destroying your energy levels. The minute that you have breakfast, you screw your whole day. I feel super great now that I've stopped having breakfast. I have energy for days, and my body functions properly without having breakfast. And we all being indoctrinated with that stupidity that is called you breaking your fasting, because your fasting is the greatest thing that the body can do or go through.
Yeah.
Fasting. When you're doing your fasting, your body's healing itself.
Yeah. Yeah. So many
Now,
benefits.
when you breaking your healing. You breaking your body healing, because fasting you healing your own body. And as you breaking breakfast, which is break the fasting, you destroying that healing.
And so in relation to family, you're saying that everyone thinks that family is so healthy, so great, the number one. But in all actuality, that's not true. Family can be just as toxic and bad for you.
Totally. And I'm not saying every family out there, but my family was, and it's a lot of people, they're not gonna believe in it.
Yeah.
In what I'm just trying to say. But and none of my family ever had me. None of my family ever, did anything for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So
and I have to do all that thing on my own.
So how did that affect you as a man later in life, when you started to have relationships in your teen years, in your 20s, in your 30s? Did you find that because you were raised with that abuse that you had to overcome?
Put it this way. I after all this happened to me, I got my mother in America. And she couldn't function properly. Like, she made my life super miserable. That she missed Cuba. Said, like, you don't even know what you're doing, because you want to go back to Cuba, where the Cuba is, I think you forgot, how Cuba is like.
Yeah.
And she was 2 months to get her citizenship. And she goes, if you don't send me back to Cuba, I gotta throw myself, under a bus. I'm like, no. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna get you a ticket, and you're going back to Cuba. She went back to Cuba. Wow. And the second day, she called me. She's like, I want to come back.
The second day? Oh, no.
The second day she was in Cuba.
Oh, my God.
What I'm telling you is, like, she wasn't well in her mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand.
She wasn't stable, and I went through a lot.
Yeah.
I went through a lot when she was here. She was even talking about relationships. Every girlfriend or every person that I have a relationship with, she would go and cut the closets off, get the underwears and burn the underwears.
Your mom did that to your...
Yes. I'm talking about craziness of craziness.
Oh.
Imagine, like, you would be with me, right? And the next day, all your underwears would be cut off in pieces.
Wow. Okay. So mentally unstable.
Totally.
Got it. How?
And
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How long did that go on in your life?
I don't want to even freak you up. I don't want to freak you out with so much bad news.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. And unfortunately, even the bad shit that happens to us in our lives, it makes us who we are. I've been through some bad shit. And honestly, I am grateful for that, because I'm a tough bitch now. And I have the thickest skin. And I'm not saying that, I'm happy that happened to you and that you should be grateful. But, do you think that because you endured all that as like a young child, that made you kind of this tough man that became this champion later in life?
I truly love the way you kind of like put it together when you say, everything that happened, it probably got you stronger. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. Mm-hmm. Something that I cannot live with it is when another is up there, right? Everything happened for a reason. No, everything not happened for a reason.
Yeah.
You see, this is like another indoctrination that the system had created. No, everything doesn't happen for a reason. If your dog gets run over by a bus or whatever, it was the reason why your dog, should get run over. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you see these people that go to war in Vietnam or whatever, and they come back and they in the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the guy in the wheelchair saying like, "Well, everything happened." No, everything didn't happen for a reason. There's no reason for you to be, you know, you cannot be able to walk.
Yeah. Sometimes the world is just ugly, and that's the way it is. All right. Sorry, Hector.
No problem.
I like that you.
Hey, I love this drink. I love this drink. I swear to God, you know, I wouldn't repping something that I don't like, you know, and even like if I'm on Instagram or whatever, when I post about a product, it's because I truly believe it.
That's good.
I truly believe in it.
That's good. Hector, changing the topic, what is your current dating status? Are you in a relationship? Are you seeing someone? Are you single?
Single for the rest of my life.
For the rest of your life? Whoa, no one has ever said that.
For real.
Okay, why is that?
Bad experience. And I came to the conclusion that I'm better on my own.
I want to ask you something very serious right now. Very serious. You are very open about your childhood. And that was so, you know, like, it's just, no matter who hears that, that's painful to hear. But you are a very successful person. And you seem to be very happy, you know, like you appreciate life and you're grateful. How did you get like that? Like, after having a childhood like that, like, there's someone listening right now and they went through that same thing you did, Hector. And I want to know, like, how did you get to be this successful, happy person from that?
I can tell you so quick.
MMA? Martial arts?
Let me explain you. Super quick, People don't give a fuck when you cry. People care when you laugh. People care when you're happy. People don't give a fuck up when you're crying and you pleading guilty to society. They don't give a fuck. They're gonna skip. I don't want to listen to this bullshit. Skip. Yeah, when you're successful, the people care.
Yeah.
People don't care when you're fat and ugly. They're gonna skip that page. They're gonna skip that page.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see it shows it on Instagram and social media. They don't care when you cry.
Let's get back to the question that I asked you earlier, and it was, you touched briefly on it, and it was about being single forever. Now, that's a hard statement. I understand, you know, you've had your, you know, ups and downs with relationships, but why give up on love? Like, forever? Tell me why.
I'm not giving up on love. I'm just giving up on relationships, which is different.
Okay.
I mean, why a person cannot be with me without getting married?
No, I think that you can be, me and my partner, actually, we're in a relationship, but we don't have any desire to get married.
Exactly.
So you're willing to date someone, though?
I would date, yeah.
Okay.
100%. But I'm not gonna allow anybody to control our relationship. And this is what people doesn't understand. Like, the minute that you sign those papers, you know, like, all the parties gets involved in your relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't need no government. We need no rules. I don't like that. I don't like that. I think, you know, you can do a very nice ceremony if you want to bring your friends and family together to kind of like represent your love or some crap. But I don't believe in getting married either. So would you tell us a little bit about how you had that, why you have that mindset? Was it a bad experience with one woman or multiple?
Let me explain you some, for example.
Okay.
My second ex-wife, right? She goes to me, you know, and at that time, which is like thanks to her because she was a freaking lunatic. My career went downhill, and this is what I'm trying to explain to other fighters. Dude, you don't need to get involved in a relationship. Whoever's gonna be with you is gonna be with you. Mm-hmm. So she goes to me, you know, I'm always obviously I was on my way to the top. I was I was like 25 wins straight, and I was about to sign huge contract with the UFC. And right after I signed the contract, she goes, now we need to start thinking about getting married. And the shit started escalating. And then ended up saying like, oh, now we cannot have sex anymore. I'm very Christian. Was
she always Christian?
I don't even know. that was the stuff that she was playing, right? The paper that she was playing. I'm very Christian. And I don't want to be fornicating.
But you were already fornicating, right?
She was already fornicating. She fornicated so much that I don't even have idea. She was fornicating to. I don't even know. If they should change that name because she was way fornicating.
So all of a sudden, did she hit you with the, I don't want to have sex unless we're married?
Yeah, I should have walked away from that day.
Okay. Yeah, red flag.
Stupid me goes, okay, all right. Stupid me, dumb me. And when, we filed for divorce, and, she took a bunch of stuff that I have. And I'm like, it's funny that you're so Christian that now you're super happy to take a bunch of my shit, my business, everything. So I'm telling these guys, like, all these women are gonna come with different angles.
Yeah.
They're gonna come from different angles to try to play you.
Yeah.
Because they will play you.
Yeah.
I
was gonna ask you. Go ahead.
Yeah, some they play the game. For example, like, let's say I'm a woman, or let's say I'm a guy, right? And actually has a big future. She's like 20 wins straight, blah, 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 blah. She's killing the game. She's about to sign a contract with the UFC, and she's going to start making a ton of money. I know she's going to be a champion.
Yeah.
I'm not with you for the right interest.
Yeah, for not the right reasons.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just baking you.
Yeah.
I'm going with you with the flow. See where you're gonna be at.
She's playing you were playing the long game. That she's playing the long game. Yeah, it's like a long game, gold digger long game.
And then they gotta say like, look, I was with you when you had nothing, blah blah. But no, you're not.
Yeah, because they saw the potential, they saw the talent, they saw how hard you worked, and they knew it was inevitable that you would be successful. And so, like, if I just stick it out, it's kind of like a woman or a guy, I guess, who gets with a really old person, and they're almost dead, and I'm gonna get all their money.
I cannot wait to cash in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Hector, it sounds like you had some bad experiences with some women. Have you ever had a partner that helped your career? That was like, hey, let me make your meals for you. Never? Man, it's the best, Hector. That's what I wish for you. Someone who understands that's your goal. Just because you're in the gym, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't mean that you love them less. They don't get affected by how hard you work or how much you love your sport. They don't take it personal. It's a great thing. And I think that I don't want you to give up on that, because you can find that for sure.
Well, I mean, I'll never say never, but I know, like, for the fact that it's gonna sound silly what I'm gonna say, but the image that I portray is gonna be always that this guy can, whatever it is, it's gonna make it happen. You get me? Like
maybe you attract a certain kind of woman?
Yeah, it's funny, it's weird, but the way that I handle myself,
mm-hmm.
Like, I'm always like so confident. I'm always so short, and they're like, no, this guy got that. He got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have to be a little bit smart. Like, for example, if I go out to dinner with you, maybe I'm gonna wait for you to see if you gonna split the meal. Why not?
I do that. I
Right?
always offer because I want to gauge his reaction. You know what I mean? If he's like, "Oh, cool, thanks, whatever," I'm like, "Okay." Note to self. Or if he's like, "Oh, wow, like thank you for offering, but no, I got this." I'm like, "Okay, even better."
Honestly, that is very unheard of.
That is what?
I swear to God, I swear, like, if, whatever it is up there, the superior being or whatever it is, that I never had that in my life.
Now,
that is the women that gotta say today out of 200 times that we'd be going out and we go dinner. She goes, "Baby, I got this today." 0.
Do you think, okay, so I just had on Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres, who's from Miami as well. We're talking about him growing up and women and how they kind of used him for his body and whatever. And I said, "Oh, but women in, certain places are different." And he said, "Not in Miami." And so maybe, you should broaden your horizons and get out of Miami a little bit.
I mean, it's everywhere. Honestly,
it is everywhere. It is. Yeah. So, what is your kind of woman, maybe the kind of, okay. So what is your, favorite kind of, person to date? Do you have like characteristics, not just looks, but like what attracts you like personality wise to someone?
For me now, I'm just chilling. I'm not even like just looking.
Not pursuing like anyone. Yeah.
Nothing. I'm just like, whatever. Like, sometimes I even laugh because when you really sit back and see how the game these women, especially in Miami, they play, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
You can tell that they just up to something. It's just a joke. Here in Miami, it's just a joke. It's just the way that they dress and the stuff that they put on, like the makeup, the fake lips, the fake everything, ass, whatever. You like, dude, just stay away. and unfortunately, the ones that are normal, they're not in the street. They're not.
Yeah.
They I don't even know where they are.
Well, that's why people prefer online
I'm talking
dating.
about Miami.
Okay.
I'm talking about Miami.
But, like you can do online dating and you don't have to go to the bars because a lot of the time that's what people do. They think they're going to go out, they're going to drink, and they're going to find their, perfect mate. But is your perfect mate getting drunk on a Saturday, or are they sleeping in because they're waking up early to work out and to do something healthy? And then how are you going to meet that person? So maybe online dating is for you.
I can try that out.
Have you never done it?
No, I'm stuck with technology.
Oh, okay, technology.
Not really good with be online or chase. For me, I find that a little bit weird. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta just try to see if like it's weird. I don't know. I've never done it, but I might go that route.
I like that you're open to it. I really do. And there's different ones too. There's certain platforms that are like, okay, this is for people who make a certain amount of money. I think that's good because then that she's not a gold digger. She has her own job. This is where she went to college and she's looking for someone who also makes their own money. Do you know what I mean?
Well, my ex-girlfriend, one of my ex-girlfriends, right? The one that she was very successful. She was making, some money. And that shit was a joke too, though.
How so?
Remember that the story that I was telling you that I would make a comment about you, whatever, like, cause it's normal. Like, you're doing something on Instagram, you want to support the people that you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "Oh, why you? I think I wish you a happy birthday at one point. Why are you wishing her a happy birthday? Blah blah. Block that girl."
She told you to block me.
Yeah, I'm like. So, what I'm saying is, you can never win. Like, you got the submissive girl that she's up there to get you money. Then you go and start dating a girl, and she ended up being a Fidel Castro. Or don't Don't follow this girl. Don't follow this one. You know, let me see your Instagram.
Yeah.
Who you talk to? I was like, yo, you need to chill.
Yeah. Yeah. You need
So I
a
couldn't deal with
balance.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. There are women who have good qualities, who are confident in themselves, who also make their own money, you know. And I mean, we all have our issues. It's like, which issue do you want to choose? You know, some women, you know, have low self-esteem, and maybe that's an issue. But all right, it's making more sense. So you don't advise athletes to be in relationships while they're still competing?
At least if it's just the proper one, which is very rare in this DNA.
And it's hard to find.
Very hard.
So how has your mindset changed over the years, right? You know, you're in your 40s. How has your mindset about love and dating changed from your 20s, 30s, and now your 40s?
I feel like guys should be, and I don't want anybody to get offended with this, but I feel like you guys should treat this as a sport until, you know, they get the right one. You know, just go out and, you know, and use them the same way they want to use you. You just have sex, whatever, you know, don't chase anything. Just chill out, relax.
I think go ahead.
And let it grow. Let it grow and see where it goes. But, you know, I see like guys, they start dating a chick, right? And then 2 weeks later, you know, I'm pretty hooked up with a girl. I'm like, dude, just chill, bro. Just chill.
Yeah.
You know, things are going good, you know, really good. Okay. But just give that time.
Yeah. Yeah. I think people want to get into a relationship. Women, not so much men. Men don't want to be in relationships, especially when they're young. They usually want to try and play the field as much as possible and be unattached is what I see. But I feel like, yeah, that's good advice, because especially when you're young, you don't know what's out there. And if you settle down very young, you don't even, you know, what kind of life experiences do you have at that point?
And look, listen, and I don't want to offend you because you're American, but American women are going downhill, okay? The reason why I'm saying this is because the guys in America, or American people, I don't care, like white guys, even black guys, they're moving away from America and then going to South America. They're going to Colombia. They're going to Spain. They're going to Europe to get a women, because they understand that women here, the first thing they do, complain about everything. The second thing they do, everything they do is better than anything else. And they don't cook. They don't clean. I mean, you're like, dude, what do you want me for? You know, it's just a joke.
I mean,
it's just a joke. So they, little by little, people, especially guys, start understanding like, yo, I should better find a girl in Colombia or in Cuba, whatever, and just be with her. At least they're gonna treat me better.
Damn. They are now exporting their partners.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Europe and you had no idea. I went to the club. The chicks, they were paying the drinks. You don't see that in America.
No,
they were paying my drinks. Say, yo, relax, calm down. You know, I got this. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
Now, Hector, is it about money? Because it's probably not about money, right? Or is it more about the actual gesture and how you act and how grateful you are and how you show respect? Or is it about the money? Do you just want a woman to pay for you?
No, it's not about the money, but it's for me. When I see, like, for example, you are a woman, right? Mm-hmm. And you expected me to pay for everything, everywhere we go. I feel like you truly believe you're better than me. I feel like you like, okay, you're supposed to be paying for everything because otherwise I can get somebody else.
Maybe
gonna do it.
Maybe she has some traditional type mindsets where like the man takes care of the woman, you know, but then she probably doesn't act like
that's not the case though.
Yeah.
let's say, right, I'm with you. You know, hypothetically, right? I'm with you. You are an American, and we go out. You know, I have to be that judgment all the time. Open the door of the car. You know, slide the shade when you're gonna see whatever. Pay the bill. We go back home. You ain't gotta cook for me. You ain't gotta clean my you know, I gotta do my watch. You don't gotta do nothing. So we're supposed to be equal. We're supposed to be equal there. But then when we go out for dinner, you the man, you pay.
What if your partner, what if, okay, we're dating, and what if we split the bill and then we go home and I don't do any of the cooking, any of the cleaning? Are you happy because it's equal? And do you want me to do half the laundry? How does that work?
My opinion, right? This is hypothetically. Let's say we're together, right? I don't want you to split my bill. I want to pay all times, but I also want you to be the women that you're supposed to be. Take care of the house, do the cooking, do the laundry, take care of me. So, and then when I go out and I'm super happy, I know you deserve me to, you know, to pay the bill.
Yeah.
This is my point. But in this society today, she ain't got to do none of that. She ain't got to take care of none of that. And then when you still going out, you take care of everything. And then on top of that, you got to pay the bills. And, you know, the whole shit is a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Okay. Well, what about sex before competition? Do you abstain?
I mean, I never care when competition.
You don't care?
I think that if you rest, I don't think that's gonna do any
damage.
Will affect you.
Yeah. It's not gonna do anything bad. Okay.
But I know fighters they will stay like a month and 6 weeks without sex, stuff like that. You know. I
haven't talked to anyone who does that, and I've been interviewing fighters about their sex lives for the last 2.5 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Nobody has gone that long.
I know fighters, they don't have sex for like 4 weeks.
Really? Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm not going to mention names because, you know, I don't think that's going to be nice of me. But I know for the fact that, bro, you know, don't have sex 4 weeks minimum.
Do you have any...
You know,
do you have any rituals or, you know, superstitions that you do leading up to the fight or maybe don't do?
At the beginning, I was a little bit superstitious. Obviously, I come from Cuba. You know, we have like so much ignorant in that country that you kind of like it attaches to you. And then I ended up just being me. But at the beginning, you have the superstition like, oh, you know, if you're gonna fight blue, oh, you know, damn, you know, I don't like the blue. I always like the red.
Oh,
like that,
blue corner, red corner, yeah.
Yeah, but then you understand that superstition is created by fear. And you gotta see a lot of superstitious people out there that all they have is fear. They're being raised with fear. You know, don't do that, it's gonna happen, this can happen to you, don't do this, that can happen to you. So they're creating a fear around these people. And that happened a lot with poor countries, you know, Cuba, Puerto Rico, any country that is very poor, they create that fear.
That superstition?
Yes, a lot.
That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Why poor countries are more superstitious?
Because you ended up being more ignorant.
Oh, yeah, just uneducated, I guess, and they don't understand that
exactly.
It's created in their mind. There's no reason to fear that.
Yeah. So superstition is based on fear. They create the fear in you, so you become very superstitious. Okay. Very similar to religion, though.
Makes sense. Hector, I gotta ask, because it's Sex and Violence's Rebel Girl. Have you ever been asked to do something too weird or too freaky in bed that you were like, you know, not today?
yeah, I got this girl that she goes and she's like, oh, let me put a handcuff on you. I said, hell no, you put the handcuff yourself. Fuck you. You gotta put a handcuff on me. You know, what if you want to stop me or do something to me?
Yeah.
I can't defend myself.
Yeah, well, that is perfect because that's actually a question that I ask in the lightning sex round. Before we get to the lightning sex round, I want to ask you a few more questions. What is your biggest pet peeve in the bedroom? Now, we've had people say anything from as little as bad breath, you know, all the way to a partner who only wants to receive, they don't want to give, you know?
I mean, as long as she, you know, I feel my biggest is the girl that smell. Oh,
yeah, of course.
Yo, one day, you know, I'm going, I'm like, yo, stop. This guy's got some shit down there.
Did you ever tell a girl? You told a girl, put your clothes back on?
I would tell her right away.
Oh, my God.
Calm down.
Did you say it in a nice way, at least? Like, hey,
no.
Maybe, babe, like, let's go take a shower together.
No, baby, no more.
No? What? Okay.
No, baby, no more. I will be, yo, whoa. Just put your clothes up, please.
Oh, no.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hector's too old to be nice. He's like, fuck it. You know?
Yeah, I don't want to waste more in 1 second.
No smelly vaginas over here.
Oh, my goodness. This is disgusting.
Hector, do you remember the craziest or like weirdest place that you ever had sex? Maybe somewhere in public or, you know, just a random place?
In the bars, you know, after the club. Where else? In the club.
Yeah. It's easy to do that.
In the club, multiple times in the club.
A few times in the club?
Multiple times.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It used to be a club in Australia. Back in the days, it used to be in Australia. It used to call the bathroom.
The bathroom?
No, the bedroom.
The bedroom, okay.
And yo, that was my favorite place because he had bedding and stuff.
Oh, they have one of those in San Francisco, and it's called the Supper Club. And there's beds, and then dining, and you can eat, and then you can go do other stuff in the beds.
Similar,
yeah,
on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, wild stuff. Okay,
that was dope.
I think Zole, feel like the time for the lightning sex round. All right. Hector, we're going to play the lightning sex round right now, which is just yes or no. I'm going to ask you something and you just answer yes or no, and it's rapid fire. If you feel the need to, you know, tell me a story or elaborate, I'm not going to stop you, but just yes or no for most of them, okay? All right, here we go. Lightning sex round with Hector. Do you dirty talk in bed?
All day long, baby.
All right. Spank or like to be spanked?
No, I'm a spanker.
Okay. Biting?
Not really.
No? Okay. Choking?
Sometimes.
Okay. Oh, I lost my place. My bad. Sorry. Threesomes?
If she's down to it.
Do you ever do threesomes with a partner? Like a girlfriend?
Well, bunch of times, yeah.
Okay, all
but
right.
Yeah, if she's down to it, I'm good.
Okay, because sometimes, you know, people will do threesomes, but not with someone they're actually dating, because it can get messy, right?
I mean, I had a girl that she was even bringing the girls out.
Oh, that's ideal. That's perfect.
I was like, yeah, I was just some
Right.
Ding, ding,
happy
ding.
days, baby.
Winter chicken dinner. Ding, ding, ding.
Happy days, baby. Let's go.
Okay. Do you watch porn?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Any fetishes like a foot fetish?
Not really. I find that a little bit weird.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's yucky. But you know what? I try not to. On this show, I say we don't yuck anyone's yum. You know, whatever gets you off. Yeah. Okay.
But for me, I never been attracted to that.
Also, I feel like because
I'm not judging anybody. If you like it, just do it.
Yeah, of course. But we are fighters. And so I feel like we see dirty ass feet all the time, on the mat. And we know like there's ringworm and sweat and blood. And you're like,
yeah,
no.
But hey, if you like to do it, listen, I'm not judging anybody.
Whatever floats your boat, man. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Exactly.
Bondage, like ropes, blindfolds, handcuffs.
As long as it's on me.
Okay, on the girl.
Yeah.
Got it. What about role playing?
What is that?
Role playing, like I'm a schoolgirl and you're the teacher, or a police officer.
Oh, I love that crap.
You like it? Awesome. What's your favorite characters to play?
I like the nurse.
The nurse and doctor.
Oh,
nice.
The nurse, come and save me, baby.
Butt stuff on you or a partner.
What is that?
Anal butt stuff.
Oh yeah, why not?
Okay. Ever been to a sex club or a swingers party?
I went a bunch of times. I remember when the first time that I came to ATT, right? That Lombard used to own a hotel used to call Ramada.
Ramada. Okay.
Right in front of the swingers club, and we used to go over there. I was like, man. I like it, but then I didn't like it because it was kind of like weird though.
It's different, It's like couples and yeah. I've actually never been to a swingers club, but I've had people on the show, heard stories, and especially if you're there with a partner, it's like I don't know how that would go.
Yeah, it's just kind of like. I went like a few times, and the last time they, kind of like got, was some dude like looking at me and shit. I was like, what the fuck? This shit is a bit weird.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah, I forgot. You're gonna have to deal with that, right? Because guys are looking at you too. You got to be real secure.
Yeah, it was kind of like weird, but yeah, we had one right in front of the hotel that we used to stay. Especially me, because I came from California, because I was training at the CSW with Eric Pozu.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I drove all the way to Miami to start training at American Top Team.
Damn.
So I didn't have a house. I didn't have any. I was just new. And that Lombard says, you can assign my hotel. And, you want to search the area.
Yeah, explore.
And I'm like, hey. I find a club. So I remember like me and Charlie, we used to go all the time. It was right, it was maybe like 2 minutes walk.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Have you, are you a lingerie lover?
Oh, I love
it?
Yeah.
Okay. Body hair on your partner, yay or nay?
I don't like hair at all.
Yeah.
I don't even like hair on me.
Yeah, ditto. I'm the same. The less hair, the better. Ever been caught having sex or masturbating?
No, I'm pretty open. I even tell my girls, like, hey, listen, I love to masturbate. So even when I'm into the intimacy, I'm just doing it, because
me and my boyfriend have talked about it. It's like if you fall asleep and I'm horny, I'm gonna rub one out, and he's like, oh yeah, me too. I'm like, okay, like we never like walked in or done, but I'm like. I'm going to. You're going to. It's fucking. We're human nature. Yeah.
Exactly. For me, it's a turn on. Like I see you masturbating and shit. Like this is like yes, I like that.
I think something that people don't like do enough because it's like people think it's weird, but like mutual masturbation.
Hey, listen. Let me explain something. Most people gonna say to you, no, I don't, because probably
embarrassed.
It doesn't look good for them. Okay, but behind the scenes, come on.
Oh, everybody is, Yeah, everybody is.
There's so many fake motherfuckers up there.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like, I like talking about this stuff because...
But you're honest. It's a difference between us.
Yeah.
What we do, we open book,
Yeah. But I think people appreciate that. They appreciate the honesty. People hear other people do it and they feel less weird. I love that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that was it for the lightning sex round. We are moving on to your fan questions right now. But for all of the people listening who are not going to follow us to the UFC Fight Pass platform, where can they follow you on social media? If you have a website, I know you have 17 inventions, maybe.
Yeah.
So
and more to come.
Yeah, tell the fans where to find you.
You can find me at Hector Lombard. That's my Instagram and or my Twitter.
Okay. And then anything else you want to promote right now?
I want to promote the Final Scoop.
What is it?
I have to send you a song.
Okay.
So you send me your address and I'll send you a bunch. The Final Scoop, the Champ Raps, and soon the drink.
Built.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Well, guys, as you know, I always put all of my guests' links in the show notes. So if you're driving or doing something right now and you're just listening, don't worry, don't crash. You can check it out later. All right, that's it for episode 136 with Hector Lombard. What a motherfucking legend. It was so great to have him on the show. Guys, UFC Fight Pass is the world's premier combat sports streaming service with over 200 live events, the largest fight library in existence, original shows, and more. Sign up for 1 year and get half off for a limited time at ufcfightpass.com/sign up. And next week, nobody. We don't. I will talk to you guys in 2 weeks from now. Like I said in the beginning, in the Ash update of the podcast, I'm just trying to prioritize. And I recently found out from my therapist that I am a perfectionist. I did not know that about myself, but I'm happy that I know it now, because a lot of times when you are a perfectionist, and I'm realizing this, you're hurting yourself. You know, everything doesn't have to be perfect. You can, set the bar extremely high, which I always do for myself. But if you fall a little short, that's okay. You don't let it affect you negatively. You just keep on going. And that's kind of what I'm working on. And, I don't want to be a crazy, weird perfectionist with this podcast and burn myself out. And then, I was a jack of all trades and a master of none, and I get my fucking ass beat in the cage. Ain't gonna happen today, guys. Not today, Satan. So just know I love you. I'm not abandoning you. Please keep checking in for new episodes. I will try to be more communicative on the Instagram page as well. Like, hey guys, new episode next week or whatnot. All right. That's it, guys. Love you tons. Check out our stuff. Sex, Violence with rebelgirl.com, AshleyRebelgirl.com. And be sure to rate and review the show, because it really does help us out. And that is about it. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in every single week, and for your fan questions that are always available on the UFC Fight Pass platform. And a special thank you to audio engineer DJ Zole at DJ Zole on social media. New handle actually as well. It is at ZME.
No, _INC.
Damn.
Or .INC, you're right.
Fuck. New handle at ZME _ INC. We got it. I'm gonna write that down right after we get out of here. Okay.
We'll get it right next time.
Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Don't listen to us. All right. And then, as always, Sex and Violence Podcast at Rebel Girl, and myself, your host, at Ashley MMA. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's show. Have a great weekend, all you deviants. Remember, be kind, be grateful, but don't take shit from anyone. I'll talk to you next week with a new guest and more tales of sex and violence.